program now just for a second. We're going to allow Jimmy Talbert to share a story. It's very touching and moving. Jim, this truly, I'm not making fun. This is something that Jimmy did. That Jim is one of those things where you go, "What? You know what? I'm just going to make life a better little place, Jim."
Right.
And try to help your fellow man who's going through a rough time. Because I want to tell you something. Everyone listening has been through what this little fellow has been through. Jim, share with us the story, will you?
Well, old gal, too, she's got 2 dogs, 2 rabbits, 2 hamsters. I don't know what all, but anyway.
Like a zoo at her house, isn't it?
Right. They walked down there last night.
To your house.
Right.
To have cornbread and pintos.
Whatever. But anyway, they've got a little black chihuahua named Chico. And the one little boy,
how old is he, Jim?
He's 11.
Is this the little boy that stutters
Brandon.
a little? Is he stutters a little bit?
No, this is the other one, Brandon.
Right.
And he was gone over to another friend's. Well, they walked out, his mom and one of her friends and another one walked outside, and the little chihuahua followed him.
Right.
And there came an emergency vehicle. They said probably doing about 50 miles an hour or more, and just ran over the dog, killed it.
Right there in front of your house.
Right there in front of my house. And so, old gal, too, she was going crazy and crying. And anyway.
Well, how long did they had Chico, Jim?
He wasn't but about a year old, but they sure did love him. But anyway, they came in the house, and when Brennan came up there, she had a talk with him, and it touched me. She put her hands on his shoulders and said, "Now, Brennan, I got something to tell you."
Oh, no.
She said, "It's going to break your heart because it's broken mine." And she said, "Get hold of yourself." She said, "The man that did this came back and apologized, and he's sorry, and we're sorry." But she said Chico got killed a while ago. And of course, the little boy who loved the dog dearly, he, began to weep very, very badly. And of course, she caressed him and set him in an 11-year-old boy in her lap. And he just kept on and on and on. And I knew the hurt because, I've been through it.
Oh, who among us has not been through that?
And so he wouldn't stop. And, all I could do was stand there and shake my head. So I've got a picture of Lucky on my chest of drawers. And I went in there and I said, "Look, Brandon, this was my baby." And I said, "I lost him. And I said, I know what you're going through, but it does get better. It takes time and it hurts, but it gets better." And he quit crying. And he was okay after that. So, it does get better. It hurt. Like I told him, I said, it hurts. It hurts so bad. But you'll learn to, look back and think of the good times. And, you'll never forget the little fella, but it'll be okay. Everything be okay.
And Jimmy, you got to think for a moment that the Lord had you right there at that time, and to be there for that little boy, Jim, and just to put your hand on him and say, little fella's gonna be okay.
Yeah. And I could tell after I told him that it gave him, some comfort.
Right.
So that was, that helped out right there.
Cause who among us hadn't been there, Jim?
Yeah. I felt so bad for the little fella, but I tried to, keep myself from breaking down too, so I could help him out.
Right.
And I felt like I did with the help of the Lord.
Jim, you did the Lord's work in a little bitty way there, and that's a touching story, Jim. Thanks for sharing that with us. Really, thanks for sharing that with us.